In this video, if you're somebody who kind of doesn't really like selling that much, I'm going to give you 5 top tips for you to follow so that selling becomes natural to you. Hi, I'm Matthew Elwell of the Elite Closing Academy. Now, call me old-fashioned. We are going to cover the top 5 things that people that don't like selling need to know. If this is your first time here, then make sure you press the subscribe button. The most important thing actually is make sure you use the notification bell, and every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. you're going to get a free training from me. My top tips for people that want to sell congruently, not feel too pushy, my top tips are to start with this understanding, this critical understanding, that selling, great selling, is asking questions. And what most people start with, in fact 94% of salespeople start whenever they sell telling people what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And that's actually hard selling. When you're telling people about all the features and benefits of your product or service, that, in my view, when you're telling, that is bad selling. Telling is bad selling. In fact, telling is hard selling. When you're telling somebody why they should do something, you're no longer listening to them and what they need. So, in my view, world-class selling is to follow this simple principle. If you're dealing with a world-class human being, ask them a world-class question about what they need and then wait for a world-class answer. That's how you sell. Great selling is asking great questions. So you've got to understand what your prospect needs. And the 5 top tips that I'd have for anybody when it comes to world-class selling is, firstly, just stop telling people what you think they need. That's the first thing. Stop telling. Second thing is, ask them what's their biggest challenge. Third thing is, what do they need? Fourth thing is, once you know what they need, get a quantitative answer. Understand when they say, like, we've got this challenge or we've got this need, how big a need is it? If you create leads and somebody says, yeah, our biggest challenge in marketing is we don't have enough leads, then rather than jump straight into like telling people all the things about leads, resist telling and listen and ask and say, firstly, let me understand. Thanks for sharing. Let me understand you. When you say you haven't got enough leads, what do you mean? How many leads would you like to get that you're not getting now? What is the average value of a lead? You know, you've got to find out information, and that is selling. That's how you sell, by asking and understanding. You want to get pains, you want to get needs, you want to get quantitative. Wherever possible, make it measurable so you understand how big a pain it is. If you can't get an exact price or if you can't get an exact amount, you can ask a 1 to 10 question. If it's a feeling that somebody's got, let's say you're a mindset coach or a life coach or a consultant that helps people, human beings, if they may be suffering with anxiety or stress, it might be that you can't measure in the way you would normally measure. It doesn't impact the bottom line or it doesn't impact a sale, but it does impact a feeling. You can say, when you woke up this morning, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being you felt really stressed and 1 being you didn't, what number would you give yourself? Even that itself is actually selling by understanding. That is really, really important. And the 5th thing that I'd say, once you've asked lots of questions that are linked to the outcome of us possibly working together, this is called prospecting, using amazing questions. Once you've found all that out, the key thing you need is trust. Trust works both ways between you and your prospect. You need trust, and when you've got those 5 things, that's when it's time to stop selling and to stop asking and to close the deal. The place to start is to ask, what is it about this laptop that interested you? How do you think this laptop might be able to get you an even better result than you're getting with the current laptop? Or even better, help me understand, how do you use laptops in your business now? What role does technology, laptop technology, play in your business right now? You must ask questions that are linked to your outcome so that the prospect answers of their own accord rather than answers questions having been told. And you remember, when people are telling you, when salespeople tell you about their product and service, they're making assumptions that the information they're giving you is important to you. Wherever assumption lives, presumption lives. And when you're in assumption and presumption, 94% of salespeople across the world assume that they know what you're looking for. And I believe that becomes a hard sell. I believe that becomes totally, it's not congruent with selling from your heart, not your head. You've got to ask people, what do they need? What do they want? What do you have, whether it's a product or whether it's information or service, that they don't? And by not having it, what impact does it have on the business? That's how you sell. You've got to understand people by asking. So if you're going to sell a laptop, first thing you've got to understand where laptops fall in their business. What are they using for now? What results are they getting using the one that they've got? More importantly, what other aspects of technology do they need that they haven't got now with laptops? It's the gap between what I haven't got and the technology that we're buying that gets us even better results, that solves problems because this didn't have certain aspects to it. That's what you make a purchase on. Let's pretend I'm your perfect customer and I want to buy it, and I'm going to buy it, and you've got 60 seconds to pitch it to me. What do you think the first thing 94% of salespeople do? Start by telling me what they think I need. And the thing that you must do is start with a question. That's how you sell. Selling is asking powerful, world-class questions. That's selling. This is about you from within being comfortable in selling your products or services. So any questions you've got about what we've covered in this video, post them below and let's communicate. It's really important to me that if you are somebody who's not a big fan of selling, that we change that, because here's the great news. Just imagine if, and more importantly when, you master congruent selling. Imagine how many things change for the good in life. Not only do you serve more people that need what you do, but also you serve yourself, your family, and the universe really by becoming more successful at selling and, more importantly, closing deals for people who need what you do. So hit the subscribe button and watch some more videos and send any comments my way. I'd love to interact with you.